Well, welcome to all the mini enthusiasts. So I've got it on the jig. It was a bit of an effort to get it on my own, but I managed it. I've had to modify the jig a little bit, and the reason is it was about 5 centimeters too long for the ramp. When the ramp is up in the air, these would catch it and it would knock it off, so it wouldn't fit inside. So I've had to take a couple of pieces off, which I'll show you now. So what I'll do is I'll rotate the car for you. You'll hear a lot of noise because obviously there's a lot of rust and things and running around inside, which I have to hoover out. But I'll show you, I'll turn it once so you can see it and how it works, and then I'll show you how I built it and see what you think. So basically, you see it rotates quite well. There isn't any brake on it, so I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you how I've done it. So these were, when this was an old barn, before I knocked it down and built a new one, these things were left in here with a bunch of other old stuff. You can see they're quite old. Originally what was on the front was this piece here. And basically it sat about there, and it kind of held up on the front on the first Mini we did, and because of this was another piece I had to take out, and this ring. So what I've had to do is actually shorten that. I had to cut this pipe off here and shorten it so it would go up further, otherwise it was up here, it was right at the end here, and obviously the legs would have been off, so, you know, somewhere over there. Yeah, so but it's only old pieces of pipe, and I think it was €50 or something I paid for it. I'm very lucky. I've got a scrap dealer near me who sells brand new stuff for just the scrap weight price of it, and it's brand new. You know, he gets it from old stock or people that have gone out of business, whatever. But he sells it just for its pure weight, not for the size it is or anything, just pure weight. Anyway, so you can see there how it fits on. The bolts, they go right the way through there, and you can see what I did was I just got some big heavy bolts and welded them straight, bolts, and then put the nuts on the end there. So that's how it fits on. It would have been one piece, but originally we were just picking it up from the front, and because we had to take the front off, we had to build this extension piece into it. Not particularly well welded, but it's strong enough. And then you can see there's the A-frame for it. It fits on these companion boxes, and there's just an A-frame there and just goes straight through the centre. As I said before, you can go through there, but you know, if you go cutting a straight line patch through it and then pull the patch back, when you put it in, it just looks shitty, but and you can see it from the back. And then in the back, it sits on those two. I've got a torch again. You can see that one better there, and basically it just goes through the shock absorber mounting, and then underneath there, and you've got a plate on top to spread the load out a little bit. And this is on a swivel, obviously, because you know you can't get it in otherwise. If it's straight, you have to be able to pull it down and swivel it up. You can see it's just a ring. Very basic. There's no locking mechanism on it. If you want to do it on its side, you basically just jam something under there. The downside with it is you can see that bar is a slight angle. It would have been better if that A-frame had been higher, because what it's doing now is when it's here it's level, but obviously when it's inverted it's slightly higher on the front, and I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Maybe I can. Maybe I can do it from that side. Yeah, you'll see it's slightly inverted. I don't know if it's possible to do it in one hand. I think I need two. Oh wow, it sits quite well. There you go, so that's it up on its side. That's me doing it with one hand. Just have to hold on to this. Hang on a second. Hold on to this sill. So you can see, you could actually put it on its side like that and work on it, or have it completely I have it completely inverted, and there you can see, well, I hope you can see, that it's slightly raising to the front, but it's no big deal. Yeah, so if you want it nice and straight, then obviously you need to put the pole right the way through the centre, or at least level it up. Anyway, so that's how it works. And I've just found out, I looked in mini spares and I thought, well, if they don't have it, nobody has. And the top rail for the this top rail, they do it. It's 35 quid. I wish, if I'd have known that, I would have just bought another one, but unfortunately I didn't see it was in another part of the brochure. They have the online brochure for mini spares, but they do have that top dash rail. And I say 35 quid, it isn't worth making for that. You know, you're better off just replacing it. But anyway, it's done now. So, and the parts are on their way. Hopefully all these new door steps will come, and I'm putting in a piece in here as well. So it's one piece. I'll cut this right the way out and put a complete new door step in as well, and the replacement hinge, which was sent wrong, unfortunately. So there we are. I hope that's of some interest to you and something you can use. And as I say, you can see now I can easily weld now, you know, flat on top of there, and then I'll clean all these welds up and get all this other work done, all these repairs here and everywhere. Yeah, you can see on top, you can see where I've welded it, and it is actually flush. But obviously I haven't done anything here yet, so I'm going to have to go over all these welds and then clean them, flush them all up, and where they've burnt through I'll have to put copper behind it and get it sorted. But you can see it has penetrated. This is the other side, so the penetration has gone right through. And there we are. So all this grot now needs to come out on both sides, and we'll end up with a pretty rust-free shell, apart from there will be rust in it for sure. There's going to be rust in here. This is where they tend to get rusted inside that bulkhead. You know, you give that a knock and you get a bit of dust out of there, a bit of rusty dust. And yeah, so anyway, that's it. That's how it works. And I think it's the way to go, really. I mean, you know, it's such a pain trying to weld upside down or well, do anything, you know, crawling around, especially when you're my age. I'm coming up for 62 now. And this is why I bought the 4-poster ramp instead of a 2, because with a 2 you've got to, you know, put your get down on your knees and put the arms out and put the outriggers in the right place and all this kind of shit. So I thought, sod it, I'll just get a 4-poster and drive on. So yeah, you've got to think about these things. Anyway, so hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to do some work on it tomorrow and Sunday, and I'll do one Sunday night, which will be the last one, like I said, as we're off for Christmas break. We're going to get out of the cold weather in Austria. It's about -6 overnight. Get out of the cold weather for 2 weeks and have some sunshine in the Caribbean. It should be 27, 28, 29 maybe. Looking forward to that. Anyway, take care guys, all the best, and thanks for watching in. And if you like them, subscribe or tell your friends. Take care. Talk to you on Sunday night. Bye.